Craig and Pippa want to renovate their kitchen, their living room, and their family room, but they haven't been able to pull the trigger themselves.
We said we did nothing. We literally did nothing.
Well, they're gonna have to go with the flow.
Anything I can do, you can do better. I think she's better than you.
Because this reno's all mine. When you have a bit of a type A personality and you like to be in control, a big renovation can be an overwhelming prospect. Craig and Pippa are about to learn that some messes are worth making.
Bryan, this is my wife Pippa.
Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I want to mention your garage is open, and I was a little frightened because it looks like you can actually park in your garage.
Yes, that's all Craig.
That's all
Bit
Craig?
of a neat freak.
Okay. So tell me, how long have you guys lived here?
We've been here for just about 3.5 years.
Okay, what have you done since you moved in?
I built a shed.
Good, good.
We had all the floors done throughout the house.
These vinyl stick-down tiles, you guys didn't install.
No.
No.
The plan was actually we were going to live here for a year, feel how we wanted the house to work, and then do some work.
Plans don't always go the way you think they will. I mean, I have 4 kids. I didn't plan that.
We got 2 at once. So.
Oh, you got 2 at once?
We have
Yes.
twin girls.
Twin girls.
Okay, so you've done a bit of work. You're ready to do some more.
Yes.
What are we looking at first?
We're looking at the kitchen first.
Kitchen.
Yes.
Let's go.
This way.
All right. Yeah, there are a lot of these sticky tiles. Oh,
Lots.
hey.
Yes.
Lots and lots. Lots
Is that
of
real
green.
granite?
No. Luckily, it matches the floor.
Luckily.
They were big on green.
Okay. Tell me what you don't like about the kitchen.
The kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole slew of things. Where to start? The stove is from the 70s, I think.
Vintage.
Definite issues with the countertop. It's a little shaky.
Missing a few screws. The cabinets are all over the map. I can see the
Yes.
doors are barely hanging on.
That's
Your
right.
drawers are on an angle. It's definitely showing its age.
The sink is huge, but it's a strange layout for a sink. What we had really wanted to do was to open this up into the family room.
The family room's over here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
We do a lot of entertaining, and we always end up in the kitchen. I think the way it's laid out right now, it doesn't function.
We've got quite a few appliances over on the counter.
So when we use the microwave, the dining room dims.
Okay, well, that's an issue.
It's ambiance,
Well,
if you want it.
what's your dream? What do you want to see?
Nice, light, bright. I'd love to see a wall oven.
Okay.
We'd love to have probably some seating by the peninsula.
Okay. I mean, for an entertaining kitchen,
Yeah.
it's a good amount of space. I get it. What are we looking at next?
This is the living room.
Okay. Oh, wow. Very tidy.
We said we did nothing. We literally did nothing. So we didn't buy any furniture. Most of this is donated, actually.
This is
So,
the
yeah.
room where all our relatives bring their old furniture.
That comes to die.
Yes.
And then they visit it at Christmas. And they go, oh, I remember that chair.
That is like a ballet studio mirror.
Our kids love it. The girls absolutely love the ballet mirror.
Well,
But
the room's twice the size without doing anything, right?
Yeah.
it's just a little bit too much glass.
You like the bay window still?
Yeah, I do, but I think it needs some TLC.
There's a little bit of water damage in front of the window, and I'm not sure whether that's been from a drip or something. We haven't noticed water.
Okay.
The biggest thing for me is there's no light whatsoever in this room.
Now, I know there's a switch on the wall. Is that a switched plug?
I don't know.
We're not sure.
Mystery. Let's get the van and our big floppy disk. Solve this. All right. So it doesn't look like there's actually a lot of living going on in the living room.
No, it's pretty boring.
What about the floors? The floors you had redone?
We love them. We love the character. We love the, we're happy with the color.
A lot
What
more.
about a fireplace and some built-ins around there? I mean, is this kind of a...
Great.
We'd be a huge fan of that.
In general, it's just a box, it's a room. It could use just an update to make it a real space that they can spend time in. All kinds of options in there.
What are we looking at next?
The family room.
All right, let's go see some family. It's actually a nice looking mirror. Okay.
The family room.
Yeah, one of these things is not like the other. Is this part of the original house or was this an addition?
We aren't sure.
It's just a very different
Feel.
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the paneling,
Yeah,
the
paneling.
parquet. You had this redone as well?
Restained. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so what are the big things in here you don't like and what would you like to see?
We love the fireplace. We love the gas inserts. I'm just not sure about the mantle and the seating area. I think that's cement there.
Yeah, I mean, if you look closely, it is cracking around it.
Yeah.
Little concern on that. Again, we're kind of back to the 70s with the gold trim on the
Bronze, yeah.
fireplace.
Don't you
unit,
love
so
gold?
No, never mind the faux ceiling.
Badly done coffered ceiling.
Yes.
If we could, maybe have the ceiling go up,
Vault the
that'd be
ceiling.
great.
I noticed no lighting get in the ceiling.
Yeah, no.
What's going on
Yeah.
here? But it looks like you guys actually use this room.
We use this room a lot.
So we've got sort of the kids' play and art area here. We've also got an office where we keep our computer. We have no storage in this room at all. There's no question. It'd be great to have some built-ins beside the fireplace.
Yeah, if that whole wall could be kind of built in. And
Storage.
Just functional.
Just functional or dysfunctional?
It's certainly cozy, but it's a bit of an eclectic mix of things.
We got some good ideas here, good potential. Let's talk about the business part of it.
Sounds good.
Sounds good now. So I always like to do this near the door, so if you guys get upset, I can...
Perfect.
All right, let's talk about budget. You got some big projects on your mind?
I do.
What are we looking at?
45K.
45 big ones.
Yes.
Large.
45 large. Okay. There's wiggle room if you need it.
5 or 10?
5-ish.
5 or 10. You ready to hand it over? Give me control.
I am 100%.
I'm sensing some trust over here.
She doesn't want me doing the work.
I think Craig had some hesitation, but he's a little more control freak than I am.
So
Thank
I'm
you
gonna
so
think
much.
about this. I'm gonna come up with a plan. I'll come back with some tools and we'll make a mess.
That's
Amazing.
great.
All right, we'll see you soon, guys.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks, Bryan.
Did I actually call him a control freak?
The kitchen's dated with an old hunter green countertop that isn't even attached and matching peel and stick floors, and there's a major lack of storage.
It's
Very
not great.
functional.
There's not a lot of function to it.
It looks like a hole in the wall with a couple doors on it.
It is.
Pip and Craig don't do any living in this living room. There's no lights whatsoever in the ceiling. There's this strange giant mirrored wall, and it's just very empty.
We'd love to get it taken out.
Maybe put it up in our bedroom.
The family room is where they spend most of their time. You got the fireplace that's crumbling, they've got fake beams on the ceiling, and the color's just kind of ugly. It's yellow, isn't that a crazy color?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Cat lady.
We got some good ideas here, good potential.
Well, I've thought about it, I've made up my mind, and today, we get to work.
I'm so excited.
What do you think it's gonna be?
I think it'll be the kitchen.
I want the family room.
I'm just so excited that it's gonna be done. Something's gonna be done.
Finally.
Is this what you were hoping for?
I don't know.
Is there more good news?
Here we go. As I walk into the house, nothing happening in the living room.
Not the
Not the living room.
Yes! The kitchen!
It's the kitchen.
Awesome!
You mix yourself a drink if you like.
I wish I could have really smashed one of these cabinets in. I'd love to.
These cabinets are terrible. These were custom.
So pumped.
You did the tiling already?
We did. We should just buff this one. Oil it up and we're done. I'm guessing that this kitchen has gone through a couple of different renovations.
Yeah.
The family room
Family room.
over here, it really is just cosmetic. There's some things that have to come down, some cabinetry on the wall. It's not a massive job to turn that into an inviting space. The living room, again, very cosmetic. It's a blank slate, it's open to throw some lights in there and put some cabinetry in. It's a fairly easy job. So here we are in the kitchen.
Okay, I'm
this
so excited.
Great.
I'm thrilled. So I'm just ecstatic. It was 100% what I wanted to see happen.
I think you're gonna get the most bang for the buck here. But as always, there's good news and there's bad news.
I was waiting for that.
I was hoping that with the vintage of the house, we wouldn't have any environmental issues.
Okay.
Oh, it's not okay.
What is that?
It's like a fiberboard from the 60s. And that could be asbestos through all the plaster walls here.
Lovely. That's something I didn't anticipate.
Of course, we're alarmed about that. We've run into that situation in a previous house, so we know it can be costly.
You guys had mentioned taking down this wall,
Yes.
which is a fairly hefty cinder block wall that's supporting all of your exterior brick
Yes.
above, which is a significant investment and expense,
Yes.
if it's even possible.
The wall probably isn't coming down inside that budget. For now, we're gonna plan just on that kitchen.
I'm a little sad, but I'm not surprised.
The good news is I do have a plan. You wanna see it?
Awesome.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
First, we're gonna widen the kitchen entrance and we'll run the hardwood throughout the kitchen and the eat-in area. We'll remove the pantry closet so we can accommodate a line of cabinets along this wall.
It's all custom cabinetry, so it's gonna be fit
Oh, awesome.
right to the kitchen.
Over here, the laminate countertops will include an overhang on the peninsula with stools. We'll do open shelving around the window and a marble mosaic backsplash. Once all the appliances are brought up to date, this kitchen will be one sweet entertaining space.
Totally hit the mark.
That's amazing.
All right, so we'll be back tomorrow. We'll get this stuff tested. We'll figure out what's happening, and then we'll carry on from there.
Sounds great. I'm definitely disappointed. There's a potential for having asbestos in that in the kitchen. So cross your fingers, it comes back negative. Should I really do this?
Hard.
I can't get it.
I hate these cupboards. Take that.
Awesome.
It's a new day and we've got this kitchen completely pulled apart. But as I expected, we just can't pull that brick wall down. It's just not in the budget. But I do have some follow-up news for Craig and Pippa.
Hello, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Bryan.
Good.
Lots happening.
So obviously demo's all done. So we've got it all framed up now. We're ready to put in the conventional insulation. I get the vapor barrier up, keep this place nice and warm. I remember we talked about that fiberboard we found in the wall.
Yes.
What is that?
I don't like the looks of that. It turns out that that's an insulation board that I guess used to be used mainly in commercial. But the good news is the test results came back negative.
Awesome.
So good.
So our contingency is still kind of
Safe.
safe. Structurally speaking, we're opening up this wall. So you notice we've got some temp support here.
This is great. This looks great. So next steps?
Next step, you want to put a header in?
Love to.
Show me what you got.
Oh, sorry. Construction. I'm a pretty handy person. I haven't done a lot of work in this house, but I've got a fair degree of confidence.
All right, just hold it up there for a bit.
You're not going for coffee, are you?
Yeah, coffee would be good.
To make the opening into the kitchen wider, we have to put in a header or a lintel to support the floor load above. Craig's fired up and ready to go. You've seen those videos?
Are you sure you want to do that?
I'm gonna stand over here behind you.
Up top to start.
Fire a couple in, but on an angle here. So every 12 inches, put 2 or 3 in.
Okay. I know there's a few little things that I'd touch up, and I'm sure his professional eye would catch a few things, yeah?
You heard what I said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 nails every 12 inches.
Yeah.
This is not 12 inches. You've been lying to all your friends.
But I can take the heat, though. Baumler approved.
Still good? Perfect. We'll get that last piece of the header up. Pippa's watching a little bit, but after a little convincing, everybody's involved.
I'm gonna put it up there.
Sure you can.
Anything I can do, you can do better. Just don't be scared.
Ready?
Trigger and bump.
I think she's better than you. We get the header in, we've got the jack posts in there. We can remove those temporary walls, and we can see how wide open this is.
That was easy.
Not bad,
like
eh?
that, yes.
Good stuff. She's a site supervisor. They don't want the kids to hear the kitchen parties. All the demo is done, so we're at the stage now we want to get all the mechanicals up to speed. My electrician, Paul, is in.
What the hell is that?
He's found a ceiling light that's supported by an old table or chair leg.
Oh my God. It's like an old couch leg. That is a first. Oh, Lord.
And now it's time to put up the drywall.
One speed fits all, right?
We're putting brand new flooring in the kitchen, and that's gonna run out into the hallway towards the front entrance. But in front of the front door, we're actually gonna put tile down.
On my knees again. Just can't wait to get back on my knees again.
So to prepare that,
We put mortar on the floor, and then the panels on top. We screw them down with washers. And once that's set up, we'll put the tiles right on top.
perfect.
I'm doing some thinking. Is there any way that we can do an upgrade?
That sounds expensive.
Surprise. Busy day on site today. We've got all the old peel and stick up off the floor, and we're installing the new hardwood that's gonna run from the kitchen right up to the tile pad by the front door. Before we do any painting, we've got to prime the walls.
How about a little doppel for Danny?
A little Danny doppel? Yeah. I can do that. First coat's always the hardest, eh?
I certainly wouldn't be wearing Mom's green knitted hat if we were spraying this place.
No, you'd get in big trouble if you saw that.
And now that the priming's all done, Craig and Pippa are gonna come by and see how things are going.
I think it looks amazing.
Excellent. Yeah, that's
Well,
great.
the structural work you guys did looks incredible up there. Now it's all drywalled, and I'll get that up and primed. Electrical's ready to go. Hot lights are in.
The floor looks fantastic.
Thrilled.
Yeah.
This looks a little better.
Yeah, a little bit better.
Next steps, kind of cabinets go in, countertops, all the details. We're certainly making progress.
Now that we're talking about countertops, though, been doing some thinking.
Okay.
Is there any way that we can do an upgrade?
Upgrade.
I've always wanted to have a stone countertop.
Okay.
That sounds expensive.
Surprise. Well, you saved money on the asbestos abatement.
That's right.
So
There's still a little wiggle room because we
maybe
didn't.
there's something else we could do. I kind of wanted a nicer range, counter range.
No, I wasn't that surprised when Craig asked for a little bit more, since I was asking for a little bit more as well.
So are you thinking like granite, marble?
No, I was thinking more man-made stones,
Okay.
that kind of thing.
And we'll look at some upgrade options for the appliances.
Fine with me as long as the check clears.
So next steps, throw some trim up.
I'm a pro now.
Yeah, you want to help out?
We've got some trim we want to put around the closet in the front hall. I wanted to get Craig and Pippa a little more involved in the reno.
I'll measure, you cut.
Sure.
80 and 3/8.
You got 80 and a half to the edge of the wood.
Right.
But you want your trim to be up here. You don't want it to be right at the corner. So measure these up. I'll go set the saw up. We'll cut some trim.
80 and 3/4.
All right.
And then inside, can you hold the tape?
Back here?
Yeah, I suppose so. So 2 more 8, so 48 and 3/8.
You sure?
Should be good.
All right.
Cutting.
Yes, let's go.
Let's go.
All right. Nice. Dan's mom got to you. Okay. Here, you show me. It's my first
This
time.
will be the right-hand side.
Okay.
We've got some measuring happening, there's some mismeasuring and recutting, and as always, there's an issue or two to deal with.
I'll tell you what, you're never gonna see straight down the saw through there.
Right.
Which is why these holes are in here.
See, my saw's got a solid guard.
Wow, that's the kid's version. Oh, see, you cut it a 16th too short.
I think that was just because I wasn't used to working with that saw.
Your turn?
Yes.
While you're measuring this one out, I'm gonna go drop this off inside and I'll be right back in.
All right. I was a little nervous to start. All the way down.
We don't work often together on sort of construction type projects.
Perfect. And Brian's gonna like that.
But I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I certainly would like to do a little bit more.
What happened here?
Why is it too long? By how much?
It looks like it's about an inch.
Who cut that?
The question is, who measured it?
Better longer than shorter. When we mismeasured the board, I think it was just a simple mistake. Normally, I'm pretty good on that stuff.
Oh, this is the one you cut short. Okay, look at that. You know what's gonna save you here, though?
What's that?
We got an 1/8 of an inch here. We can pull this jam in.
Yeah, I was planning on doing that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'll run out and cut this guy. Okay.
It also might have been, you know, Brian might have put the mark in the wrong spot, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, feels better. Brilliant.
Tack her in. In future projects, I think I definitely plan to rely on Pippa a little more. I know that she can do some stuff, which I may not have given her credit for.
Just kind of fills that up, smooths it out, and that's it. Once we paint over, that's gonna look like $1 million. I'll let you guys handle this.
Okay.
If you want stone and better appliances, I gotta do some begging.
We're good, right?
Yeah, just about done.
Nice.
That was easy.
Good job.
We are very excited to see the final product. You know, we're just really, really eager. We've been waiting to do this renovation for quite a while. And as we see progress happening, we just can't wait to get to the end.
Well, I wasn't very confident when I asked Brian about changing from the laminate to a stone countertop. And I thought it would be difficult to do with a short time frame. So I'm hoping that it's all going to come together.
Come on down, let's get in there.
Oh my God.
It's our final day here on site. We've got to get the hardware on, the appliances are going in. We're gonna clean this place up, make it look great, and bring them in and see what they think. Come on down, let's get in there.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
There it is. Breathe it all in.
I'm in shock.
It looks like a million times better than I thought it was gonna look.
Look at the backsplash. Oh my God.
And I love the sort of like industrial lights.
So cool.
Super cool.
You got lots of lighting in here, new insulation, new wiring, everything's been updated.
Sorry, I'm not even paying attention.
It's okay.
There's so much to look at.
The kitchen had some challenges when we first looked at it. The entrance was one, so we managed to widen this up. You got your first crack at the framing nailer there.
It looks so good. I love the height.
Very solid. Lots of nails in there.
And the floor is gorgeous. And it's not green.
or brown. And they go right throughout the hallways, right up to the front. You've got the tile pad there where we put the underlayment down.
I love it.
The trim on that closet just looks amazing. You've got a ton more counter space. The one big thing that you mentioned you wanted was this overhang so you can get the stools under there.
Yes. It looks bigger.
It is a little bigger because we got rid of this old cabinet that was here and regained some space.
Yeah.
So you've got more countertop over here.
I think there's probably more storage, despite the fact that we've gotten rid of 2 cupboards.
And now you've got that open shelving that you wanted. So it keeps it really nice and light in here.
Open, yeah.
It fits in with the house, but it still feels modern without being too modern. It's beautiful.
Oh, look.
Oh, you haven't
Upgraded appliances.
You got your wall oven?
I know, I love it. It's perfect, absolutely perfect.
And that's not all. We've got some Caesar stone here, the countertops that you wanted.
I love how chunky the countertops are.
The fascia on it's nice and thick. It's well supported.
And it's
it
attached.
Minor detail we threw in for you there, Craig.
Thanks.
But it matches the shelves.
It all ties together.
Yeah.
You got your upgraded stove there, Craig. Little gas action.
It's awesome. My pot filling tap. Yes. There's so many elements to it that are just really, really beautiful.
You wanted to pull that wall down. Cost-wise, the engineering, the work to do it would have eaten into our budget significantly.
But with the design, you've left the option open. So I can only sort of envision what we're gonna do with the rest of the rooms to make it as fabulous as this.
Do you feel like this is your house?
It's become our house. It wasn't before. It took us 3.5 years to get to this point. So there's no question I'd love to continue.
And now I know that she can do it.
Yeah.
And now I know that she can double check what you're doing.
Yes.
So you guys are happy?
Everything is perfect.
All right, Craig, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you,
Pippa.
Bryan. We need a short break, but we're going to enjoy this for right now.
Exactly.
Is that how it's done?
I don't know. You still use this?
We're not sure what it is.
Also,
There you go. There's no internet in the neighborhood anymore.
that was a little awkward. Can we do that again?